a success-driven millennial mom in her 30s, learning to navigate life after divorce with 2 young children, I got so caught up into the habit of scrolling on social media and compared my life to others, but I've come to realize that this not only damaged my self-esteem but also tampered with my identity as to the version of myself that I knew I've always wanted to become, being a mother and a small business owner. So going forward, I'm now in an era of my life where I'm going to be taking control of my life and finding alternatives for doom scrolling on social media so that I can actually become the version of myself that I know I've always dreamt of becoming.
Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be and live my life off screen. Taking time out to be and live my life. I'm in a place.
I literally don't have a clue how to start this video. I'm struggling, y'all. Struggling to even get my thoughts together for just how much I'm not in the mood to do content. I kid you not. I have been trying to persuade myself every single day to get up, take up the camera and just press record, but it has been one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do in my life. And when I say that, social media has humbled me in the most sincere and unpleasant way in most instances. I want you to believe me. Like, I have been going through a deep transitioning from healing to actual living in my dream life, and I must say that the transition period has been one where I just did not want to talk to anybody. I did not want to be around, social media. I have just been in a deep alone season of my life, and I don't feel like it has ended, but I just feel like I need to be present enough by documenting the journey as I'm going forward. I'm trying to convince myself that this is not me vlogging to please people, but I'm vlogging because I want to document my journey. And this is somewhat kind of giving me a little headway, but trust me, girl, when I say that I am not in the filming mood, I'm not in the showing up on social media mood, I am not in the I want to look good and perfect to please people mood. Like, I have found that so much of my life has been wasted trying to please people that I've never even met on social media. It has taken away so much of my happiness, so much of my peace of mind, so much of my contentment, so much of me even creating content, because every time I feel like I pour my heart and soul out into a product or a project, when I don't get the return from the viewers liking, sharing, subscribing, even as much as commenting, it is really disheartening, especially when you see other persons around you creating the exact same content and they are reaping the results. And I know you're gonna say, wait your turn, this, that, you knows what, girl, but I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, ever since I lost everything. And every time that I feel like I was at a place where I wanted to give up, I actually gave up, deleted the channel, deleted all the videos, and then started over from scratch to the point where I am where I'm at right now. And it has been really one that has been challenging for me, I must say. And I'm trying not to put myself in a position where I go back to that stage of wanting to delete my entire channel and start fresh, because I feel like the persons who are on my channel are not receptive of the content that I'm putting out. I don't even know if I'm making sense with all that I'm saying right now, and I have to start off the video like this because I refuse to come on here and pretend like, oh my god, I have been out and this is what I was doing and now I'm back. And no, YouTube, social media has been a struggle for me, because I feel as though if you're not in a place where you're picture perfect, or your life is presented picture perfect, or you're not living in the big mansion with the floor to ceiling windows and everything just look aesthetically pleasing, and you're a young girl, then you're not accepted. Persons who are perceived as trying, persons who are women who are perceived as trying, women who are perceived as trying to uplift their lives, you're not seen as the one who people wants to follow. You're not seen as the one who people wants to be a part of your lifestyle, because you're not it. And I feel like that's how I have been viewed on social media, in my personal opinion, and that has just been rocking my vibes, my motivation in even wanting to create content at all. But girl, I just decided that today I was gonna take up the camera and I was just going to document what I felt like documenting. Whatever I didn't feel like documenting, I was just going to leave it alone. I'm partially ready because I'm going to be taking my son to the dentist. It is summer break, so both children will be at home going for the next 2 months, and I just want to be free to create content for myself without being judged, without feeling like I have to portray a certain lifestyle to please people, right? So girl, I did my hair myself. She is looking so cute, so pretty. She's looking so cute, so pretty, so beautiful for the summer. Loving the hair. I did it myself, of course, if you don't know. But I also need to do some gift baskets for the teachers at my son's school. 3 specific teachers that I feel over the last year have really been a support, a tower of strength for me as I was transitioning through this really, I would say, new season of my life. And I felt like I wanted to gift them some of my handmade candles. You guys know these little containers, so that they can really see how much I appreciated their grace towards my son throughout his 4th grade school year. This is the box that I'm going to be putting them in. It's a beautiful gable box, so I'm going to be putting them in this. I'm wondering if I should use like 3. So this one is my God Babe scent. I love this one so much. And we have this one, which is my Me Day, and this one is a matcha scented one. Love this as well. Smells amazing. I think I want to do 4 in each. So this one is a food scented one. Love it as well. So there we go. So we have gone ahead and we have labeled all of our mini candles. So this one is my Countryside Tulips and Sandalwood 100% organic soy wax. So this is my God Babe scent. Icy Paloma Mocktail and Mint. I'm also putting in a Vanilla Noir and Sandalwood. And the last one I'm going to be putting in this box is the New York Basil and Vanilla Cream Cheese. So we have our full box here with our candle gift set for my teachers. We're going to close this up, and that will be it. And I need to literally start rushing at the moment because it is 12:46 and I have to pick my son up at 1 just so that we can reach to the appointment on time at 2:45. So let me go ahead and finish these off. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to write my son's teacher, his 4th grade teacher, a lovely note, a very personal one, and then I'll come back and chit chat with you guys as soon as I'm finished getting dressed.
Now it's all ashes.
So we have gift box number 1, 2, gift box number 3, and gift box number 4. They are so beautiful, so well put together. I thought about this a very long time, and for me, I know I'm out of focus because the box is picking up the camera. But yeah, I don't have enough time. Let me go get dressed so that we can head on the road, because I feel like I'm finally getting into the vlogging mood, girl, and I don't want to jinx myself and not finish this vlog, okay? Where's the oil?
Hi guys.
They can't answer you.
Comments. Hi guys.
Give me a diaper, please. No, they can't see your butt.
I smell nice.
You smell nice.
Where you buy that from? Where you buy it?
Can you just wait? Just wait. Dirty like. Hello you guys, so it is the next day as you would see by now, and I looked about dinner. Well, that's overnight dinner that I fixed up really nice for today. Baby girl took her shower. Tyler, go to the bathroom now. That's the final time I will tell you. And then we have so many stuff that we need to get done for today, or tonight actually. I have a market tomorrow, another street fair. As you guys know, I do street fairs for my small business. So we have that we need to prep for tonight as soon as I put the kids to bed. I have candles to make. This is a box of candles. So this here is a box of jars that I just received for my candles. And along here are all the groceries, everything that we need to basically put away into the big container that I have that I take to the markets with me. So we went grocery shopping already, so that's what you're seeing right here, as well as I always buy snacks for the kids to carry as well, because it's not all the time I can guarantee that wherever I will be placed, it is somewhere where my son can run to get something to eat, as well as it's just within me. It's just a mommy thing for me, where it is very much a part of my routine, where wherever it is I'm going, I always have food for my children. So we have those that we're going to sort out. But girl, I kid you not when I say I am most productive when my children are sleeping. So I'm going to put them to bed, and as soon as I do that, then we can get into the actual stuff that I need to do, because yesterday was just a day where I wanted to film a lot more. But one thing I said to you guys, and what a promise that I also made to myself, and it's one where I will not pressure myself too much just for filming sake. I want to ensure that I rebuild my love for vlogging, and I take away the mindset that I had before, where I was doing this to please people, or I wanted people to feel, you know, good about my vlogs or portraying my lifestyle a certain way. No, I have to first be in love with my content. I have to first ensure that my content is meaningful for me. And after sitting down for the last few weeks and asking myself, what is it that I really wanted from my content, the number one thing that I came up with was memory. I want to be able to look back at these videos and not be in a space where I was like, oh my god, I eliminated all my children and I took out every mistake and I tried to paint this picture perfect image, and now I'm looking back and I don't see any real memory. I don't see any real gem that makes me feel as though this was more than just a career that I want to build in content creation, right? Today was one too that I wanted to start filming early, but it was the first day that my son has been on a summer break, with both children being at home, and I needed to just get my head together. I had a lot of clothes to take to the laundry because my dryer in my apartment broke, and I have been getting such a runaround from the technician that is supposed to come and fix it. Like, every day is another excuse from him, and so I ended up having a lot of clothes that I washed at home and needed to take to the laundry to dry. I needed to go grocery shopping, as I said, for my small business street fair that I have tomorrow. I also needed to get groceries in the house. I did a big tidy up. all of the above. So I did not pick up my camera until this evening, but that's okay with me. As I said, I am trying to be very intentional. I want to be very purposeful on this journey that I'm on, and while I will be trying my very best to document more, I don't want to overdo it to the point where it overwhelms me and I get burnouts like I have been facing in the past. Because I kid you not when I say I spend so much of my time and my days, even when I'm not filming, on social media. It has reached to the point where enough is enough for me. I have reached to the point where I spend days, hours, nights just scrolling, wishing my life was like this, wishing my life was like that. And that has played a major role in me not wanting to film, because I feel like I was not good enough. My apartment is not good enough. Everything is just not good enough because of how other persons made their life seem perfect. And I just felt like my life was not that perfect, and I did not have anything to show. My life was boring and all of the above, girl. And I was like, no, I'm not in the mood to film because nobody's gonna like my content. And so it was just a mental struggle that I needed to get over. And so I am going to put these little kids to bed, and then you and I, girly girl, we have candles to make, we have all these things to pack away. What needs to go into the fridge is going to go into the fridge. What needs to go into the container is going to go into the container. Because one thing about me, I am a type A person that is learning to become type B. And so I do not like chaos and I do not mesh well together. Anything at all I am doing, I have to ensure that there is some form of structure, there's some form of organization, there's some form of what do you call it, there's just some form of me being presented in that, and that me is tidiness. Because girl, if it is not tidy, I will go crazy. Like, I have so much clothes here that I need to fold, and we're gonna fold them. We're gonna take our time, we're gonna go through it. I think I'm gonna make myself late night matcha. Yes, I'm gonna make myself a late night matcha. One thing about me, guys, I drink matcha any time of the day, especially when I know that I have a lot of stuff to do. I make my matcha, I drink it, it mellows my mood, makes me feel good, girl. And no, it is not a mental thing, it is a real thing. Scientifically proven to mellow your mood, and I have seen this a lot of time in my life where no matter how bad or overwhelmed I am feeling, once I drink a matcha, within an hour, I start to feel very relaxed but energized. And I really do need that energy tonight to get all these things done and still be able to wake up fresh in the morning to go and tackle the big day.
You think nobody's ever thought of the things you think about when you're alone and it feels. You think you're crazy, but everybody's the same. Afraid you're different, scared you can't handle reality. You can't understand it, trying to manage, repair the damage. A couple steps but in slow motion, a couple distant in oceans like that. Thought that it would heal you, but it's poison.
They have this phrase where they say, tell me you're a mom without telling me you're a mom. And it's the fact that it is some minutes to 1 a.m. in the morning and I'm still wearing the same clothes that I put on since 10 a.m. this morning. I've still not gotten a chance to take a shower just yet, but it is because I have been doing all the stuff that I need to get done for tomorrow. My candles are already made. So proud of myself. I made 12 candles. That is a lot for me. I think I have 14 candles in total. It is a major plus for me in having those to go with my beverages that I do sell. I also wanted to make some matcha cookies, but girl, I don't know if I'm going to end up making the matcha cookies for this market because I'm trying not to overwhelm myself. I have to remind myself that it's just me and my children. We don't have any help. We don't have anybody that's coming to, you know, give me a helping hand, and so I have to be very mindful of the things that I do take on. My hope was that I would have completed most of these things earlier on in the day, so I would have had the night time to just focus on maybe just the candles and the cookies. But girl, as you know, when it comes on to motherhood, and single motherhood more so, you have to learn how to let go of some things, and that's the season that I'm in learning to let go of some things, not making everything on my list a must do. And so this is just one of them that may fall off the list for this market, and that is not being able to do my cookies, and I am completely okay with that. Everything else is done. It's just a matter of me putting things together so that in the morning I just have to focus on the stuff that I need to actually prep to take to the market. So I have here my Khalifa milk. This is the only milk that I use in my matcha lattes. This is oat milk. I have 3 boxes of this. Yeah, 3 boxes of these. One of the number one issues that I find that I'm running into is the container that I carry all these milk in, as well as my cups and my syrups and everything. It is really heavy to lift up the stairs of my building. We have been struggling over the last few weeks since we have been doing these vendor markets to carry the container because it is so heavy. And so I find that I'm going to have to start ordering them like this instead of buying them singles. It is best for me to order them like this straight from Amazon, and then we can just carry them like this, even though it's more work but less load, if that makes sense. So when Tyler can bring one of this, I can bring one of this until we're finished. It is way easier than us having to lift this big ass heavy container filled with so many stuff. So I'm trying to see how best I can lighten it right now that's what I'm trying to figure out in my head. I also need to rearrange my entire apartment because now that my son is on summer break, I need every inch of space in my apartment for them to sit and just be themselves. And so even though on the bed he was not sleeping on the bed, they both sleep in my bed with me. Don't ask me about it, but they both sleep with me in my bed. And so I find that I will now have to clear off this bed that I have all my small business items on, so that in the days they can have this bed to lounge on. In the coming week, I'm going to remove all these things off the bed, find other places in the apartment that I can put them so that we can have the space for them to feel comfortable when it is that we're not necessarily leaving the home. I don't know how well it's going to work out, but I'm willing to try it right now, since I'm going to be taking out milk, which is extremely heavy. Not just the milk, but this is the water too that I use for the matcha. It is heavy, not because you see this it's a thing looking so light. It is extremely heavy, but at the same time, for us to just carry it like this in our hands, it would be a lot lighter than me putting it into the container and then us having to lift that container with everything. Girl, that is torture, literal torture. And so I find that too, it hurts my back so much. Like at the end of every event, I have such terrible back pain because of how much we have to be lifting these containers. And so I'm just thinking at the moment, I'm going to try it for tomorrow to see if we can bring these things in our hands, 1 by 1, 2 by 2. And hopefully I can just walk with this red container instead of the big green one, and things will work out well for me that way. I remember something as I started to offload the items from the red top container, that I have all my jams that I use in the lattes, and if I put them inside the red top container, it's going to be way too heavy. Let me figure my head out and then I'll come right back to you, because I need to figure out how I'm going to pack this thing up so that it can be a lot lighter. I'll be back. So I know you can't see exactly what I'm doing, but I think I have figured it out. I place the container, the one that has the red top, I place that on the floor, and that is what I'm presently packing all my cups and like my stands and my flowers, all those things in that one on the floor, which should make it a lot lighter for the green container that I have right here. So I know you can't see it, but that's basically what I'm doing. You can see it afterwards exactly what I am doing. So I have approximately almost 400 cups, and then once I pack them like this, it should be able to hold better and not be as heavy for us to carry. I don't think it will close like that. This looks so neat right now. I love how this is looking. I kid you not. This looks extraordinarily neat. And I just hope it's a lot lighter. Let me put it back on the bed so you guys can. I can't even put it back on the bed just yet, because behind me is a lot of stuff that I took out of the container. So I can't even put it back just yet. But what else do I need to put in here? I could put the straws in here. I could put the napkins in here, but it already looks a bit full. And as I said, I don't want it to get heavy. But let me show you guys my postcards that I made for my customers. This is my postcard, you guys. I made it all by myself. So on the front it says, "Hey you, I'm Octavia, the face behind Simmer and Oak Matcha Cafe. In my world, I'm just a girl on a mission to grow where the universe and God planted me, all while bringing a sense of relaxation and mindfulness to you wherever you are in the bustling city through my small business. So whether you were able to make a purchase or not, thank you for stopping by. Book or match a booth at simmerandoak.com, and you can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Hey Octavia Gray." And on the back it says market highlights. So this is actually one of my very first customers that I served. I loved her so much, and I made sure to ask her permission if I could use her for my social media promotion. She's a very beautiful lady. I don't believe she's from the US, I don't remember, but she gave me permission to use her picture for promotional reasons. And these are my candles, of course, and more, and my QR code for my Instagram. So this for me was very important for me to have my customers ask me for them the very first week that I launched, and I did not have them because I was so overwhelmed trying to ensure that everything else was ready. But I did go ahead and I printed them about 2 weeks ago, and I have been loving the result that I get from them in terms of people following my social media platforms. So I don't go anywhere, leave this comes with me everywhere that I go, because even if persons are not able to purchase from you right away, you giving them your card and opening them up to your website or your social media platform is a plus in you ensuring that you can secure a sale in the future. So if you're a small business girly also, please ensure that you prioritize getting yourself some business cards or some postcards like what I have, so that your customers can remember about you even if they did not make a purchase in front of your face, right? Yeah, so we have that in here. I don't think this container can hold anything else. because I have the jams, I have to make sure that the jams are secured in this green container. I don't think I'm walking with my wagon tomorrow. I feel like I am restructuring somewhat so that as I said, I can make this stuff a lot lighter than how I've been carrying them in the past. So I want to ensure that I want to try out taking the red top container with the green container, just my igloos and my tent, to see how much lighter this will be for me, instead of us having to literally break our backs. Literally break our backs to carry these items. My candles are drying down so nicely. Like, I love making my candles, you guys. It brings such level of peace and calmness to me. I kid you not. Like, matcha and candles really changed my life. And this is me talking about material stuff now, not putting God in the mix, but matcha and candles really brought a sense of softness, a sense of tenderness, a sense of being present to my life. And I so appreciate the journey now that I'm on the other side. You know, when I was going through the process of reinventing myself, it was not an easy journey. It was tremendously hard. And through those moments, I fell in love with candles, as I've told you guys numerous times on my channel. When social media was like my biggest nightmare, everybody on it was progressing. When I felt stuck and like everything in my life was crumbling, I found great solace in candles and my matcha lattes that I would make at home traditionally. And so just having that opportunity right now to share this with other people, you guys have no idea how much joy this really brings to my heart. And so even though I did not get to film the entire process, if it is you do buy one of my candles, or you meet me in person and you purchase a matcha or the candle in person, that it was made from great intentionality. It was made from pure love. It was made for you to feel present. It was made from a place where social media should not take over your present life. And these are the things that my small business is teaching me in this moment. And that is to hustle but live present. Grind but not overdo it. You know, that is what my small business is teaching me in this moment, girly girl. So now that I have basically filled this container, I feel like I'm scared of putting back those milk that I have right there. I'm scared of putting them back into the container here. Let's figure it out. Let's just figure it out.
We just keep on walking, but never really getting nowhere. It's like we keep on talking, but never really saying nothing. On different sides, on different times, stuck in a ways we ain't changing. Can't read your mind, and I've really tried.
It is 2 days later since I last spoke to you guys, when I was packing up all my stuff for the street fair, and I'm just getting a chance to talk to you guys again, because normally after a street fair I have no use for myself. I'm completely tired. I'm all bummed out and so I'm literally just checking in right now to close off the vlog, because I don't want to start to leave it going on for too long and then I end up not completing the vlog. I took my wig off because when I'm going to do a vendor event, I made the mistake once to wear a wig to an event, and I ended up throwing away 3 drinks because my hair, well, I don't know if it's my hair, but it has never happened before or after that day, but I found like hair was hanging on the cups while I was making the drink. And if anything drives me crazy is seeing any form of me or any server on a plate, like hair or anything of that sort. It drives me nuts. And so from that day I never made the mistake again to wear like a wig to an event. Once I have a street fair, I wrap my hair for every single event, and that way I'm 100% sure that if anything like that does pop up while I'm making the drinks, because we're on the road My customers will definitely know that it's not mine, and it will definitely reduce the tension that it would be my hair while serving their drink. Like, no girl. While I could wear also, I could wear like hair nets, but I don't know, I just really prefer to wrap my hair with my scarf just to be 100% preventative. With that being said, it is Sunday evening and my food is here. I ordered myself some Thai food for the very first time. I'm going to be having Thai food. Like, I was not in the mood to cook today. As with most Sundays after I finish an event Saturday night, I have no energy whatsoever to stand around a stove to cook. So the children ate something really light tonight, because I ordered something for them earlier on in the day. So they had a light dinner, and then I'm going to be eating dinner now. So I guess this is the rice, a tiny ass rice. And then this is the shrimp. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, this looks nice. So this is the shrimp. That actually looks really good. Really good. Oh my god. Ooh, yeah. This is definitely what I was feeling for tonight. Definitely. Yeah. So I am going to go plate this out really cute, and I'm going to have myself a really calm Sunday evening, because I kid you not when I say that I have been really trying to be intentional to stay away from just doom scrolling, especially in the nights after my children go to bed. I want whatever time I do spend with myself, it is one where I am not judging myself, if that makes sense. I don't want to judge myself when I should be relaxing myself. And as I was saying to you guys, that it is full time for me to stop making social media depict how I live my life, in the sense where I'm comparing myself to people who are literally just doing the same thing that I'm doing and editing it and putting it on the internet. Like, I have to be a lot more intentional, especially as a single mom who is going through so much, in making sure that I have a clear mental health all the time. So with that being said, I downloaded Netflix and I have been watching a few movies. I started off with Straw. If you have not watched Tyler Perry's newest show, it's called Straw. Really good movie, but I don't know, there are some parts of it that I would honestly say I didn't like, but it's okay. It's a good movie for mothers. In my opinion, I feel like it painted women too harsh, especially black women, black single mother, too harsh in the movie. And in my opinion, it is portraying like that's how every black single mom is living. I would hope that we reach to the point in our lives where we start to show the good side of single black moms, right? That's something that I feel like I want my content, the void that I want my content to fill. And that is the side of the world where black single moms are actually living a soft life. Black single moms are actually living their best life. Black single moms are actually stepping out and doing the do, chasing their dreams and taking care of their children, taking care of themselves, and not living life in poverty, not living life in survival mode. I feel like we have evolved from what that movie was portraying. I feel like it was more of a hood type movie, you know, living in the poverty state. More so, it could have been one that was really depicting a woman leveling up her life, you know. And so that's why I would say that it's a good movie, but it's not one that resonates with me, because I refuse to make the main character's story my story. I refuse to make it a case where I live my life from that standpoint of just always believing that every black woman, especially a single black woman with children, needs to suffer or is suffering. Let's put it that way, right? So I am so happy I watched the movie because it clearly depicted how I even wanted my channel to go forward, how I wanted to create content, how I wanted people to view me as a black 30-year-old single mom with 2 children. And so I'm just taking this time to regain control over my life and not allowing social media to depict how I live my life in any single way going forward. I feel like God has separated me from everybody so that I could learn his voice, and that's what I want to do going forward with my life. And as somebody that really loves movies, I feel like downloading Netflix as a counteract to always scrolling on social media is a good way for me to start regaining control over my life and how I spend my alone time with myself once my children are sleeping. So with that being said, girl, let's go plate dinner for tonight and relax, watch a movie. I'm going to take a shower after that and go to bed because I have a slight headache, but I know it's because I'm hungry and I need to eat something. So let's go eat dinner, relax, watch a movie, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right?
Don't take it personal, but I ain't lying. I ain't hiding, I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying prayed up, meditating and taking time away. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in, yeah. You got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be and live my life off screen. Taking time out to be and live my life. Hey. Taking just to be and live my life. Don't take it personal. We just building. It's my season, lay foundation, make a name for generations. Please and make a, then take a break or a little vacation and chasing blues away. Hey, hey. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning or look like you always be working.